What is going on, everybody? It is Bush Fishing, and we are back. We are in the shop, and today we have another Powerhead build that we're going to start. It's going to include teardown, diagnosis, whatever. Well, it's already kind of diagnosed. But in today's video, we're going to be working on a 1998 Johnson 90 horse VRO. So I actually met this guy at a boat launch. He said the boat wasn't running. He took it to another marina. They said it had low compression. They gave him a quote. He didn't like it, so I ended up with it. Whatever, we got a video for you guys. So I got the motor next door where I used to keep my boat. In today's video, I don't know how informative this is going to be because removing the power head, I've already gone through in a previous video. If you look back, it should be Johnson 70 horse power head removal how-to, or I'll put a link right here. You guys can watch that video. It's essentially the same thing, but I'm kind of going to vlog this. I'm kind of going to try that because I have a lot of outboard work coming up, and not only outboard but a lot of boat work, stuff like that, so I'll bring you guys along for that. If you guys are new here, I'm Bush Fish, and I used to make primarily fishing videos. We're still doing that, but now I'm getting more into actually posting the outboard repair and stuff like that. If that's anything that you guys are interested in, make sure to leave a like, comment. You don't have to comment. Subscribe down below. And if you guys want any sweet Bush Fishing merch, first link down in the description. At least go give it a look. But we'll get out of the shop. So, sorry for the blue tint, my shed over here kind of opened up. But, here we have it. Johnson 90 horse, 1998. And if we walk around the back, this head I already pulled off, kind of diagnosing it, but if we move this out of the way and get this piston up to the top, you can see piston's very clearly damaged. Something got into this one. So, when I did the original compression test on this motor, it was 30 psi, 90, 90, 90, which it'll run on that, but wanted to see what it was. And if you take a look here, you can see that piston's moving back and forth. And what I thought was interesting is this thing's still making 90 psi on the cylinder, but this one's also moving. So I quoted the guy a full rebuild. He accepted. So this is going to get stripped down. The block's going to get sent out. It's going to get bored 30 thousandths oversized pistons, and we're just going to put a full powerhead gasket set on it, rebuild what we can, clean the carbs, make sure that this thing's a good runner. Now, on the last one that I did, it was a 70 horse with a VRO, and the guy wanted me to delete it. So essentially, you're taking out the entire VRO system, putting in a normal fuel pump, and then running it on premix. This guy doesn't want to do that, which I'll get into this at the end of it once it's all back together, but essentially what you have to do is fill up the VRO tank, mark it with a line, and then also run 50 to 1, and then you just watch the VRO to make sure it's working. If it is, great. If it's not, then we'll get rid of it, or replace it. But I'm going to get you guys on a tripod, and I don't think I'm not going to go into depth on pulling the power head off, but I'm going to get everything loosened up, taken off, so we can get the power head on the bench and start stripping it down. Alright everybody, we are back. It's a new day. In the last section of this video, you guys saw us pull the power head off. Now in this one, I'm going to be stripping it down. I'm going to try and get everything off of it tonight so I can send out the block tomorrow. And then hopefully they'll be done with it before 5 weeks like the last one does. But I think my plan's going to be take off the port side head, make sure that those pistons are doing the same thing as this one. That kind of verifies what went wrong with it. Then I'm going to take the flywheel off and then try and get all the electrical off, and then just kind of chip at things from there, carbs, intake, reeds, all that fun stuff. I don't know how informative this is going to be. This might just be a time lapse. I don't really know yet. I'm going to start stripping it down and hopefully get this thing sent out tomorrow. Okay, so camera died, and then I got batteries, and then the SD card was full. Whatever. Let's turn around and take a look at this. So the block is done. I got it stripped out completely. There is so much oil in the bottom of it. Just kind of everywhere. It was over full on oil. The cylinder that had the messed up piston is right here. And you can see where it was starting to scrape a little bit and scraping real bad back there. If we take a look at the piston, that should be number 1. And you can see something let loose in there. I don't know if a ring got stuck. Oh, it's missing a ring. So ring came out and just destroyed that. You can see my parts table here. That's what it looks like when you take apart a V4. Honestly, not really bad in all the other cylinders. You can still see the cross hatching, which isn't bad, but the pistons were rocking, so the rings were worn. I'm going to go ahead and assume the VRO gave out on this. So this thing was starting to run lean, it wasn't getting the lube that it needed to, and the rings were wearing prematurely. That's what I'm going to say. When I put it back together and I do the first break-in, it's going to be running on 50-to-1 with the VRO hooked up. I'm going to watch it, and if the VRO is not working, I'm going to have to delete it, and then we're going to run it on 25-to-1 for the break-in. We'll just have to see when we get there. But for now, I need to get this block sent out tomorrow, and then we wait for it to come back, and then I'll actually do a video reassembling it, because on my 70 horse I lost footage and there was all that. But if you want to see the same process on an Johnson 70 horse, same thing, 1988, go ahead and watch previous videos, or I should have them linked in here. This is a 1998 Johnson 90 horse VRO. So that's kind of the process. I didn't go super in depth because it's pretty much the same process as my Johnson 70 horse video, and that one I did go into great depth on. So if you really want to see what bolt does what, take that apart. There were some things on this that confused me. taking it apart. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you guys want some bush fishing merch, first link down in the description. We've got a lot more boat building and outboard repair video coming this summer. And once I finish up my boat, finally, if I ever get the time to do it, we're going to be doing fishing videos too. So hopefully you enjoyed. Like I said, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. I respond to every comment, and we'll see you guys in the next one.